Hello Pisces, welcome back to my channel. This is Skeleton Key Tarot and this is a tarot card reading for Pisces. All Pisces placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, wherever you've got Pisces in your chart or in your life, there's something in this message for you. And as always, cross watchers are welcome here too. So let's begin. We've got the Four of Cups, the High Priestess, the Seven of Cups, and the Justice card. Okay. Well, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. There is this idea of cause and effect here is at play. There could be a legal contract or a marriage of some kind of contract or, yeah, obligation. When I see that Justice card, there's a blessing coming your way that you don't see it coming. There are options, of course, and there's some confusion, and you don't really know where this is going or how it's going to end up. There could be an unrequited love type situation. Somebody's feeling bored, withdrawn, depressed or anxious, disinterested, not open, not sharing their feelings, not seeing an opportunity, or seeing it and not wanting it. I get a very daydreaming aspect here, energy here, like somebody is so busy thinking about other things, dreaming about other things, uncertain what to do, what to choose, delaying the choice, trying to find the truth in all of this, trying to do the right thing. Maybe do what's legal, morally upright, fair, trying to be fair to everyone involved. But look at this. Okay, so somebody's being very quiet about all of this. Somebody's keeping this to themselves. Whatever the daydream is, whatever the fantasy, whatever the delusion, whatever the emotion, the unrequited emotion, or the depression, the feelings. Somebody's keeping their feelings to themselves because their feelings are not clear and they don't really know how to talk about it. And there are some things you just can't put into words. And there are some things that are just mysteries of the universe, right? So we've got the High Priestess here, and she represents the portal into the temple. And to pass through is an initiation, right? Okay, to pass through, well, okay, you can't really see behind the veil. You've got to use your second sight. You can only intuit or infer what is behind the veil. It must be experienced firsthand, but it also cannot be experienced firsthand. There's a mystery here. Again, a secret could be involved, but I'm not sure yet if I'm getting more secret or just like a mystery. It's a very deep spiritual, I think confusion, actually. I think you're trying to listen to your intuition. You're trying to hear what your intuition is saying. You're trying to discern the truth by following your intuition, but you're not sure what your intuition is. Oh, I'm getting chills. It's like you don't know the difference between your intuition and your ego, your fear, your anxiety, your emotions. Is it the same thing? What is the intuition anyway? What is the psychic ability? I feel like you've got psychic ability here. You've got Pisces in your chart. You've probably got some kind of psychic sensitivity. There's also Cancer and Scorpio and also Libra here as well. So there's this tendency to want to find a compromise and to make everybody happy. There's this people pleasing going on here as well. And I think for some of you, it's become a little boring or a little unsatisfying, let's say, because maybe you feel a little neglected yourself. And there's this need to be independent, to have an independent sense of yourself from other people, separate from your relationships to others, where you've got like a boundary between yourself and other people's selves, your personality and their personality. There's this need to shed any kind of codependent personal habits where like for instance, you let other people make decisions for you and you're not satisfied with the result, well, I think then it's time for you to do it yourself. Here we go, 8 of Cups. So something is missing. A lot of emotional energy here. The truth is, something is missing. And it's hard to articulate just what that missing piece of the puzzle is. It's spiritual, it's emotional, it's subtle, it's maybe non-physical. It's not tangible. It's not something you can measure or touch. It's something that has to be psychically inferred or like, what's that word I'm looking for? Inference and deduction. You deduce this. It's something you deduce by looking at all the data and like gathering all of these impressions, all of these emotional and spiritual and psychic impressions on you, on your inner world. This is an internal process that's going on. And there's something missing that it's not optional for a good, well-rounded, healthy life to go without love or to go without spiritual sustenance. And you will feel the absence of this quality or quantity or something in your life, even if you don't even know exactly what it is or how to express the emotion that you're feeling, or the sense of loss, or the sense of something is missing. Like, I just got an image. Okay, so there's a negative, like from a photograph or a film negative. That negative space defining the image of what's missing. It's found in the negative space. It's like, okay, you've got this, I'm getting this image, all right? Let me try to explain what I'm seeing in my mind because it's coming through very clearly. It's like a shadow. You take an object and you put it on the sidewalk, all right? In the sunshine. The sun is shining from the south, and you take a box or any object and you put it in the sun, and the shadow is the absence of light, and that negative space in the shadow is defined by that missing light, something blocked. And that shadow is when we turning away from the light, because the sun does not ever go out. The sun is an ever shining light that never goes out. We just turn away from it. So there's this eclipse here, and it's as if the missing piece is taking precedence. It's eclipsing what, it's like covering something. It's eclipsing what you've got already. It's eclipsing what exists. It's become more important to go for this. And so you may have had some kind of success in a relationship, in a life, in a lifestyle, in a job or something, but that measure of success may have come from a place of ego, right? So you're in a relationship for certain reasons, but it's not love, or it's not loving, or emotionally satisfying, or something is missing spiritually, and you got to find it, okay? The King of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and okay, wow, interesting. So we've got 3 that came out here, and I think it's important. And you know what I'm going to do? Because this feels like it's a part of the first story here. Something missing, you're walking away to find it. You know the truth. The truth is something is missing. You're dreaming about this. You have an opportunity. You're not sure if you're going to take it. You don't know what you want. It's unclear, but you do feel something is lacking or is necessary here, all right? And then we have on the second story here, we've got the King of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Swords coming out. So it all lines up here. This, the two, 8 and 8. So there's this relationship between the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. They are looking at each other. They are both looking towards the same direction, inward towards the relationship. Okay? So this may be what you're walking away from, some kind of a contract or marriage that deep down you know is not what you want. You're dreaming about something else. You're fantasizing about leaving this situation to find what's missing. You are imagining what life would be like. Yes, there's been some success in this relationship, but you've got to go do what you've got to do. You have to do spiritually, emotionally. You're on an inward journey towards self-actualization, realization, building who you really are, becoming who you really are, being authentic, okay? And then there's this other thing going on here. Let's see if it's related. There's definitely cups here. Oh, 8 to 9, obviously, of course. Going from the 8 of Cups to the 9 of Cups. Making some gradual material changes to your lifestyle, your daily routine, your spending habits, your self-care habits, your skincare, your wardrobe, see, because Pentacles, King and Queen of Pentacles, this is all about your financial security, your domestic daily life, your living situation, your home, your bank account, your physical, material, financial resources, and what you do with them, okay? And then with the 2 of Pentacles here, this is about Jupiter and Capricorn. There's this expansion. There's more, there's abundance, and there's change. Change is coming in. There may be even some juggling, some up and down, and a need to find balance, all right? With the Justice being here as well, it's important to stay centered and to stay balanced, to not allow anything to throw you off balance is so important here, because there's, like, I think we said this, cause and effect. So you could have this feedback loop where what you do affects what somebody else does, which then affects you, which then affects them, back and forth, okay? Like, you get each other going, whether in a good way or not. But it looks like you're going towards satisfaction, a blessing, even a miracle here. Change for the better, blessings, satisfaction, a very satisfying, warm, comfortable, domestic living situation in a partnership, masculine, feminine, earth sign energy, very solid, stable people, homebody energy, maybe a little bit boring, routine, but very safe, calm, secure, satisfying emotionally, perhaps because deep down you really want that security or something. It's like wealthy masculine energy, wealthy feminine, you know, there's this financially abundant, spiritually satisfying, physically and sensual. There's a sensual energy here as well, physically gratifying as well to the senses. It's beautiful, it smells good, it looks good, your hygiene is on point. With the Queen of Pentacles, she's all about like body hygiene, nurturing, nutrients, good food, good diet, exercise maybe. Although the King of Pentacles can be very, like, these are very comfortable people, so that they do tend, Pentacles people do tend to be a little like round, you know, soft, but like it's possible that, you know, they could also be very health focused because they're very physical people as well. So it can kind of both go either way. There could be a tendency to indulgence with the Jupiter, Capricorn, you know, this is Jupiter in Pisces as well. This is a good sign for you, showing up in your own reading. So there could be a tendency for indulgence between these two. They like the finer things, good food, wine, you know, so there could be a message about like watching your health in there somewhere, but it's all about taking good care of your body and feeding your appetites. And I see satisfaction here. So whatever it is that you're missing, I mean, you definitely make some real, tangible, realistic changes to your life, your daily routine, your lifestyle in general, to incorporate what makes you feel satisfied with who you are. Because, okay, there's something you're not interested in. You know deep down in your heart. It's kind of mysterious to you. There's some confusion here. You're not sure what to do exactly, but you do know the truth. You actually do uphold this sort of truth in here. And you do stay balanced even though, okay, because, but, oh, all right, there's more Jupiter. Okay, hold on, I'm getting something. So it's like, Eight of Swords is also Jupiter energy. This Queen of Pentacles, and I'm getting that she's wearing red here. Okay, you see her red cloak or outfit. And the person in the Eight of Swords with the long hair, long dark hair, same color hair, also wearing red. So I do feel like this Queen of Pentacles is feeling very stuck and trapped in negative pessimistic thinking and negative expectations, and almost feeling kind of victimized, not sure what to do. Trouble making decisions again is coming back up. Indecisiveness. Oh, it's like, okay, for some of you, it's like you make a decision and then you immediately regret the decision and criticize yourself for not making a better decision, but you're under duress. You're under a lot of stress in this energy, and it's hard. And you need to give yourself a little patience and credit and compassion. Show yourself a little bit more compassion if that's you, like getting caught up in, you feel like you have to make a decision. You know you have to make a decision, but none of the options really seem like the right thing to do, or like you're so confused about which one to choose that like you go back and forth vacillating between vacillating, I gotta look that one up. Vacillating, you know what I'm trying to say. You're, put it in the, I'm gonna Google it, I promise. Okay, let's not get sidetracked. You're going back and forth, pendulum swinging back and forth, like, and then once you make a decision and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go for it, immediately you sabotage the decision by undermining yourself, undermining your own confidence. There's a lack of confidence in this, and self-sabotage and even some self-harm that this Queen of Pentacles may be going through in herself right now. So even though the King of Pentacles, it looks like he's making some healthy changes and there is some satisfaction between the two of you, or this is you balancing your own masculine and feminine energies when it comes to your pentacles, right? The way that you assert yourself, the way that you receive, that sort of thing. You're finding a good balance between these, making some good changes when it comes to like work-life balance, that kind of thing, and feeling very satisfied in that. And yet at the same time, there are these doubts and fears that are sabotaging, holding you back. There may be some like bad habits, negative habits, mental habits, or even physical habits, like smoking too much or drinking a little too much, overindulgence and overdoing it, giving yourself a headache, giving yourself bad health, hangover and stuff. It catches up with you and it starts to become more of a health problem. There could even be some kind of a health problem at play in this reading here with her. But part of the advice for the Eight of Swords is not to make any big drastic decisions or changes in that energy until like you've gotten a little more clarity on exactly what it is that you believe and need and want and expect. So if you're in a really bad place in your mind, on a, you know, you're having a bad day, it's just a bad day or something, wait for it to pass before you start making big choices. You know, if you're just in a bad mood, if you're just hangry and you need a snack and a nap, like don't make any life-changing decisions when you know, first get a snack, take a nap, think it through, meditate, listen to your spirit guides, ask for guidance, listen to your intuition, be quiet, independent, and let things play out on their own for a little while. Take a step back, okay? Rest, relax, and then see how you feel. So like you want to make a big change in your life here with this energy. You want to leave something behind, even though it is somewhat satisfying. Even though it was successful, it's unsatisfying is what I'm trying to say. You want to leave it behind. You want to abandon this success because it's not satisfying. There's unmet emotional and spiritual needs. okay, that's valid. It's asking you to take a minute and just, like, make sure you're doing it the right way. Okay, like if you're going to leave a job, make sure you've got a new job lined up, that sort of thing. Okay, we've got Jupiter in Pisces with seduction, and we've got the Sun in Pisces with vision. So there could be some serious confusion between what is real and what is imagined at this time, between reality and like your imagination, what your imagination is telling you. You might not be seeing this clearly at all right now. There is some serious confusion. You're not seeing things clearly. You don't know the full picture. You don't know the truth. And you're having a hard time, perhaps. I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who's having a hard time discerning between what is their intuition and what is their emotion or their fear trying to tell them. And I think that means, if that's you, if that resonates for you and you're dealing with that kind of confusion, I think it means it's time to meditate, to let things go, to relax a little bit and trust life, allow things to process, allow things to go through their natural, take their natural course. Things are changing and expanding right now. They might be going a little fast for you maybe, or something like that. And there's more Jupiter and Pisces energy. That's more Nine of Cups energy. There could be somebody who, with the seduction energy, there could be an ulterior motive to why they are seducing you. It might not be love. So you want to be careful with what is seduction and what is courtship. Okay, seduction is like they seduce you because they want to have an affair. You can seduce somebody to have a one-night stand or to get something out of them, whether it's money or some, physicality or sex or whatever. You want to get some validation from somebody, they can seduce you. Courtship is when you want to have a long-term relationship and you are like trying to establish a real deep, profound, long-lasting emotional and physical bond. When you're trying to bond with somebody, that's courtship. So it's going to be different than seduction. What you do to seduce somebody is not necessarily the same thing you do when you're courting somebody for an actual relationship, right? So what are the motivations here behind this seduction? And if it's confusing you, if somebody is confusing, then I think it's best to detach a little bit, to take a step back from it and let things play out. The universe has heard you. The great creator is working with you, right? So let him, let her, let the creator, let the universe do its part and wait for a second. Just take a short break if you are feeling so tied up and blind and uncertain and confused and you're having trouble discerning reality from your imagination and there's this seductive energy around you, but like, what is their motivation? And you're, it's like, maybe it's time to walk away. Maybe it's time to just wait and let things play out before you walk away or as you're walking. There's some kind of inner conflict there, and I do see it getting resolved, and I do see a healthy partnership growing and changing in a very satisfying direction that you just might not see it right now. So I feel like there's multiple messages here, and of course take the part that is meant for you. So we've got the kangaroo, which is unsettled times and a need to plan ahead. Yeah, things are not settled right now. There's a need to plan ahead. I think smart planning is definitely an important part of going towards, finding what's missing. Need to plan ahead. This is a new job or a new career. Okay, so you might actually need to find a new job, or you're going to have a new job or a new career. Let's see, what else? All right, we've got the horse, a short journey, so there could be travel, family sorrow, and persevere and you will overcome problems. All right, so there's a need to be very solid, to have perseverance, realistic, practical, grounded, down to earth. Important practical changes. And I think you will overcome this family sorrow, whatever it is. Somebody's dealing with perhaps mental health issues, or dealing with maybe like the Queen of Pentacles is going through a hard time right now for whatever reason. The King of Pentacles is trying to be a good partner, and it feels like there is loyalty here. There is a bond here for some of you. For others, there's this seductive energy coming in, and it's causing some kind of confusion and not being able to see. Maybe it's okay to like get a little vacation, to take a break from it and let things settle down a little bit. Maybe you don't have to make a decision right now. Maybe don't pressure yourself too hard to make decisions. Maybe stick to the plan a little bit more. Like, don't rock the boat with that Pentacles energy. Okay, for those who want to put a date on this, February could be important. And one more, please. So February is also Pisces, Aquarius, Pisces season. And then you've got September, which is Virgo, Libra. So you do have Virgo here with these pentacles. So sometime between September and February, these changes could happen. You could be overcoming, maybe going on a journey, or getting a new job, or overcoming this confusion. Persevere and you will overcome problems. So if there's a trouble in the relationship, maybe making certain changes in your lifestyle can help. If somebody's dealing with addiction, right? Getting that help that they need, whatever that is. Okay, so that's what I've got for you today, Pisces. Yeah, and it doesn't have to necessarily be addiction. Although I do feel like there is some drinking and perhaps overindulgence involved. And yeah, look at that. Walking away, you know, after leaving something behind, there's nothing you can do. You're surrendering to the flow, something missing, wanting to find this joy, this happiness, this abundance, this closure, to bring something to a close so that something else can begin making positive changes when it comes to your wealth and your finances and your lifestyle. But there is this conflict, whether internal or external, winning at all costs, a very ruthless energy. Somebody is determined to defeat you, or, you know, vice versa. You're determined to defeat somebody. There's jealousy, envy, pettiness, low vibrational, like, this is a kind of argument where you're just throwing words at each other, just winning at all costs, and nobody really wins in that. And I do feel like it's the end of that kind of heartbreak of this conflict argument, that if you've been going through something like that with the Eight of Swords, I do see that getting cleared up, and there is a renewed sense of blessing and miracle and satisfaction with life. Okay, that's what I've got for you today, Pisces. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was a service to you. If you enjoyed this and you'd like a personal reading, you can email me. My email's in the description box below. I'll tell you how it works. I've got a few things on the menu today, but email me and I'll let you know. But in any case, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.